meditation is a very general word. It is not a word that explains all the 3 steps one has to take for meditating. But in Sanskrit language, they have very clearly said how you have to move in your meditation. First is called as dhyana, and second is called as dharana, and the third is called as samadhi. Luckily, Sahaja Yoga is such a thing that you get everything in a bundle. You avoided everything else and you got the samadhi part. That's the beauty of it. First is the dhyana. First, when you have seeking, you put your attention towards the object of your worship. That's called as dhyana. And the dharana is the one in which you put all your effort, concentrate all your effort. But this is all drama for people who are not realized. For them, it's just a sort of an acting that they do. But for a realized soul, it is a reality. So the first, the dhyana you have to do. Some do it of the form, another of the formless. But you are so fortunate that the formless has become a form for you. No problem, you don't have to go from form to formless or formless to form. It's all there in a bundle. So you concentrate or think of some deity or some point for Nirakar, for the formless, or of Nirakar itself. It's also a mental projection as long as you are not a realized soul. But once you are realized, you have to just think of dhyana, whom you are going to concentrate, or you can say on meditate. But once you start meditating on a person, your attention starts moving. That is also possible after realization. Though it's in a bundle, but some people have it part of it like that. So when you meditate, still your attention can get disturbed every moment. It can happen depending on the intensity of your concentration. So there are some Sahajogis I have seen, they are cooking and there's another one who's meditating. The meditating one will say, "Oh, I can smell it is burning." So there is no dharana. Dhar means a flow, continuous flow. So there is no dharana. Dhyana is there but not dharana. The second part of it is very important. That you have to put your attention continuously onto your deity. Then you develop a state which is called as dharana, in which your attention becomes one with the deity. But when these mature, the third stage of samadhi comes in. Now, for people who think that without realization they can do it, I think they are absolutely mistaken. But after realization also, when the dharana is established, you have to get to the position where you become samadhi. Now, what is that state? When that state comes into your mind, then whatever you do, the deity that you worship, you see that deity in your work. Whatever you see the deity giving you the show. You can put it like that. Whatever you hear, you find the deity telling you the truth. Whatever you read, you find there what the deity would tell you. So, in that state, whatever you do with your eyes, nose, and all these organs, all that becomes a kind of a manifestation of the deity whom you worship. Automatically. You don't have to think, now I must concentrate, all right, I will not have these thoughts, I have to now think about this. It becomes automatic. So the state that is awakened within you is a new state of mind. In Sanskrit language, it has a very beautiful name, is Rutambhara Pradnya, which is a very difficult name. Rutambhara Pradnya. Rutambhara means the whole. Rutambhara is the name of the nature. And that the whole nature one feels is enlightened. I'll give an example. When a child is to be born, the mother starts lactating automatically. The nature itself works out for the birth of the child. In the same way, when this Rutambhara Pradnya start expressing itself only for Sahajogis, nobody else, you are amazed how things work out suddenly. So the Rutambhara Pradnya has started working in your favor. You all tell me, this is a miracle that has happened, Madan. We don't know how it has happened. I'll give you an example. Yesterday, we were doing something with the cement, and the Italian boy said that we'll need 2 bags of cement. I said, you carry on, it won't finish. Even before I was leaving, they were carrying on. Still not finished. Now cement of all the things, imagine. So this special thing is your own state where you are feeling the oneness with the nature, and the nature is feeling oneness with you. So the divine itself is expressing through nature, through various happenings, through various incidents, the love, the protection, the attention that the divine is giving. And there's no end to it. It just happens. And people don't know how it happens. But that is what is the state of samadhi. But there All right? All right? All right?